Some of you might be dealing with someone who, when they first came in, I feel like you had been going through a period where you were really concentrating on yourself, really trying to, I'm going to say, get over something else or someone else, something that had happened to you with this Eight of Cups showing up here, okay? I feel like you had gone through a lot of emotional turmoil before you met this specific person, and you had really been on your grind, let's put it that way, really working on yourself, almost isolating yourself. I'll go as far as saying that, because we've got the Three of Swords also on the bottom of the deck. So a lot of heartache in the past, okay? And it was almost as if you were waiting for almost a savior or somebody to come in to get you out of this funk, even though you were empowered, okay? You were working on, your spiritual side, your spiritual walk, let's put it that way. Physically, you might have started going to the gym more, eating well, all of this. But again, I feel like a lot of it was due to the fact that you were trying to get over this heartbreak. And there's something about the energy. Yeah, we've got the Hanged Man showing up, so strong Pisces energy. When this person that you're dealing with now first came in, they bound you. I just feel like this person, it's like they downloaded everything that you ever needed out of somebody into you all at once. With this Pisces energy showing up, it's like it was all engulfing. It was too good to be true. Okay, there was something about the connection that went far beyond anything that you had ever experienced. And I believe that vocally this person said the same thing. Yeah, Two of Cups. Okay, so there it is. There's the soul connection. Now, this person was a little bit intimidated, okay? A little bit intimidated, first of all, because they could see how strong you were. They could feel how positive you were towards life. And I have a feeling that that's why initially you attracted this person, okay? Because I feel like they were vibrating also at a high frequency when you first met each other, okay? And that's why you were, you might have started creating projects with this person, just really moving quickly. With that Seven of Wands, I feel like you were both manifesting very positive things in each other's lives. However, that Hanged Man energy, let me just clarify it. We've got the Wheel showing up, okay? So you were, why do I want to say a meal ticket? Almost like this person was using you like for your benefits. Some of you might feel like you were being used by this person, okay? Because we've got the Moon showing up in the reverse, okay? Pisces, Cancerian energy. There might have been something very beneficial to being with you. You might be a healer. They might have seen how well you were healing yourself. And I'm convinced that when they first came in, there was something about you that they really, really admired. You might have told them your story, which was a good idea, not so good idea, because they might have actually used some of that information, some of the pain from your past against you eventually. Okay, so I'm just saying that be careful in the future who you tell certain things to, because not everybody always has your best of intentions, okay? And there was something about you that was very charismatic, something that was just, you were pulsating. There was a part of your aura, like you had a very strong aura about you. And it's like they wanted to feed off of that. They needed it, okay? But there was something about this person as well that you needed as well. So I do believe at the beginning, it was, I'm going to say almost an even give and take. Almost. You, I still believe, had a little bit more to offer here, because I think that you were further along in your journey. I really think that whatever you had gone through before you met that person, you had been going through it. Like you had been waiting a long time. It's like, when is it going to be my time? When is it going to be my turn for happiness? And when this person showed up, obviously it was like, wow, the universe is paying attention. Finally, it's my turn type of thing. Unfortunately, with this moon showing up in the reverse, it took a turn for the worse, but I believe it's because you started to betray yourself. It's like even if you had this healing quality within you, I feel like you started giving out too much of it. It's like you weren't reserving any of it for yourself anymore. It was too much give. And this person, I believe, was a taker. But the thing is that they were really crafty. You know, the moon in the reverse, that's very deceptive, deceitful type of energy. This person was really crafty. They knew how to tap into you, and I think it's because you told them too much from the past. Straight up, I think you gave them too much information. It's like they were studying you. You gave them way too much information about you, and they used it against you. Page of Wands, okay? They might have actually gone out and told other people. They might be trying to frame you? But they're trying to make this your fault. But the strange thing is there was already a part of you that knew that this wasn't going to work in this particular cycle with this person, with the moon showing up in the reverse. It's like you could already feel it because there's a lot of very strong cards here that talk about intuition. The Hanged Man, the moon showing up. We've got that Queen of Swords here. The Eight of Cups also showing up. There was a lot of, even the Seven of Wands in this particular deck, okay? The inner work that you had done and the fact that there was something within you, I feel like you were betraying yourself. There was a part of you that just, it's like, I don't want to go back to this place. I don't want this to be another lesson. I'm so tired. I just feel like a lot of you feel really tired and that you had built yourself up so much that first time around after the heartbreak of your past that it's like, when is it ever just like, I'm tired of the lessons. I'm so sick and tired of the lessons. I'm so sick and tired of just waiting here and waiting here and waiting here. But the Page of Wands is that's your sign to not wait. Let's see what's coming up in your energy right now where you're concerned. Okay, Five of Wands. Okay, they're working on, why do I want to say their own boundaries? They might have had no boundaries. Why am I getting that? This person might have really gone rogue and started doing a lot of crazy stuff, like not just future faking, but really acting strange, because we've got the King of Wands showing up in the reverse. So they might, obviously that they could have just cut you off all of a sudden abruptly, but there's something much deeper going on with this person, okay? Because we also have the Six of Cups that flew out in the reverse. And that to me talks about a betrayal in their own life. So it's like they're projecting onto you. This person feels like they're owed something. And it's like since they saw you at the beginning being so strong, it's like they assume that you're going to get yourself back into that ebb and flow anyway. And that's super selfish. Like straight up, this person's being a douche. Like straight, that's, wow. That's low. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Okay, the message I'm getting for tonight is you've got to stay away from this energy. This person is sort of lurking in the shadows, okay? So if you've been wondering or thinking about contacting this person right now, I really think that the universe is saying no, okay? At least that's the energy for tonight. I believe that you did everything possible to try to save this relationship. Everything possible. And they dipped out, I'm getting that they didn't respect the connection. I think that they were abusing the connection because they believed that you would always stay, no matter what. Straight up. They believed that you would stay no matter what, and so they weren't paying attention. They weren't paying attention to what was really going on because I believe that you were picking up on this disharmony earlier on in the relationship, but you stayed in it, okay? Let's see here. King of Cups in the reverse. You can't make this shit up. Manipulative energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming up again. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be dealing with somebody who's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but they're taking on the element of water, okay? In a very manipulative fashion. This person couldn't handle this connection. Straight up. They couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle the volume of connection. They couldn't handle the intensity. It's like, I feel like this person left you to go and find less. As screwed up as that might sound, I believe that they gave up the best to go find less. Because they couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle you. Now, let's see what's going on. 5 of Cups in the reverse. They might try to test their luck, okay? Because I think that they're coming to a realization now that, yeah, we've got the moon showing up with Temperance, strong Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarian energy. This person wants to make a wrong right. Because I feel, Temperance talks a lot about the mind as well, sort of the chemical balance within ourselves, healing energy. They want to heal. Moon energy talks about intuition, but it's a very healing energy also. Pisces and Cancerian energy talks about healing and sort of the mother, okay? So this person has something they need to say. And if they haven't shown up, I just be wary. The 7s are coming to mind. So 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. Now, I'm not leaning on the 7 months, but let's sort of get a timeline. Okay, we got the 6s. There's the card of nostalgia. You've left an imprint on this person. Okay, I don't want to feed you guys Delulu, but you have definitely left an imprint on this person, but that doesn't mean that they're ready for the connection. I still think they fear it.